God. No. I sold out. I can't believe I sold out. Of the Witch Tales horror anthology movie combo, that is. Okay, folks? Yes, it is the end of an era, right? Originally, I had 1,000 DVD copies of Horror Anthology Movie, Volume 1. And I had 300 of the signed and numbered Witch Tales Blu rays. Now, there are only about 20 of these left, okay? And just in a second, I'm going to show you on eBay where they're at, and you can get them. But the combos are gone. There are no more horror anthology movie DVDs, alas, until I, decide perhaps next year to do another. Hey, there's Apex. Hello, Apex. Thank you, sir. Yeah, until I decided to do a reissue, but it's not going to be until next year. So those are sold out, and it's just, as I said, it's the end of an era. But now I have the fantastic Witch Tales Blu-ray, which is on sale on both eBay and Etsy. So they're on those. They were on my website, but I just had a few problems with PayPal. So I don't know. It's kind of weird. In any case, you can see it here on eBay. Let me see if I can pull up some of these tasty. Oh, it's not doing it. I wonder why. Kind of weird. Let's see. Doing it there. Oh, yes, it is. Look at that. Nice. Yeah, these are just some images I added. Scenes from the film. Okay. There you go. In all their ghoulish splendor. There's some nice titillation for you. Oh, yes. Uh, it's bloody good fun, folks, as you can see here. Here we have our seductive witch. There. By the pricking of my thumbs, something wicked this way comes. There we go with that. And our mad scientist, yes. Experiment in Terror is the second story in Witch Tales. And that was actually directly taken from the comic book story, the pre-code comic, called Experiment in Terror, written by Ruth Roach in approximately 1953. Here are some, just glowing reviews. Okay, if they were any more glowing, they'd be radioactive. But Rue Morgue, Witch Tales is an enjoyable romp. I had to pay a lot. I mean, no, I mean, sometimes you'd have to pay to get something like that. But yeah, effectively gross effects, voices in the balcony, spooky and disgusting. One of my favorite, and it is. There's it is spooky, and yet there are a couple of scenes that people, you know, kind of find disgusting, and one of them has to do with these cute little rats. We used live rats, folks. Yes, and I should say live trained rats because these rats were pretty amazing overall until one of them escaped. That was kind of frightening and hilarious. But in any case, you see here, Lydon knows how to tell a Fright Fair story well. A great anthology horror film that doesn't hold back on the gore. I would strongly suggest against eating while watching this. So yeah, there is that. There's that right there. Oh, there we go. See if I'm back. Yeah, that's pretty good. In any case, so the Witch Tales Blu-ray Solo is back, and that is the whole deal right there with selling this. Now, I do have a bit of other good news, which was totally cool. And let me see if I can get back to, yeah, I guess so. Here, let's see. Yep, sure did. Yesterday, yeah, somebody bought one of my pre-code covers. Now, these are covers, as I will show you here. I got some blank vampires comic books, right? They got the blank sketch variant, so I did these kind of crazy uh, pre-code covers on them. And for instance, this is from Vampire's Castle. So it's literally a panel from the story. I just looked at it and I drew it. So it's one of those what I call an homage cover, right? Because the art originally was by Dick Beck and the great pre-code artist Dick Beck, and so I looked at it and I drew it, onto the cover. And so that's the type of thing that I did for 5 of these, right? And I sold one yesterday. First one. Can't believe it. Fantastic. So that turned out really well, actually. It was Captain Strangelove. He kind of popped the cherry on these and bought one yesterday, which is just excellent. And I shipped that off to him already this morning with several other really cool extras. So that happened. And here's another one. This is, I think, a really cool one. It's more basic than the other ones. But I forget. Yeah, I think this is the Vampire Vanini. And, it's just, once again, it was a panel, and I was like, oh, that looks totally cool. I think I'll draw it on one of the blank sketch variant covers. This one now. Now, this one is not from the Vampires comic book. It is a panel I found. It was a great pre-code vampire panel. And I was like, man, I got to do it. Even though it's not in the comic book, I got to, take this panel and do my own homage cover. Arr! As you can see there. And, so there we go. For show, but yeah, I just wanted to say that, the combos are sold out, but the solo Witch Tales Blu-rays are now for sale. It does really make for a great Halloween horror anthology film. I mean, the film itself takes place during Halloween. The witch is she is the host, and so she is concocting her special little brew during Halloween, and so during this whole thing, she introduces the stories. So that's how that goes. So it is a Halloween horror film, folks. If you're looking for something that you may not have seen before, check out Witch Tales. It is signed and numbered. There are only 20 left, and that that first print. Hello, Margot. How you doing? That first printing will be gone. So that's this. It's getting down to the horror anthology movie DVDs are gone until I do probably what will be a Blu-ray reissue next year. But then the Witch Tales, I've got about 20 left, so they're still available. I definitely think they're going to sell out this Halloween. By mid-October, they're probably going to be gone because they sold really well last year. Just to give you an idea, so get yours while, as I say, get yours while supplies last. That's really the idea with the whole thing. I think I just screwed that up. Am I still live, guys? Did I botch that terribly? Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. Or maybe I'm back. I don't know. Oh, there we go. There's a Last Avenger 85. I just saw you there. Oh, okay, great. Yeah, there were a total of 300 Blu-rays made, and there are about 20 left now. So, and then once those are gone, uh, one thing to keep in mind is, yes, it's something where I could just order more, but what I want to do is make the first 300 the first printing, because it's something I think is the first 300 people get them, they should be getting the first printing, so I'm going to, that's how I'm going to work it. So there are 20 left. They're going to be gone. They will be gone by mid-October, I believe. I just sold two yesterday. I put them up, sold two of them. So they're definitely going to. I think they're going to be gone very soon. So if you get a chance, head on over to it's what it is Real Prague 66 is my store on eBay. Real Prague 66, REELPROG 66 on eBay, or just look up Witch Tales Blu-ray. I'm sure it'll pop right up. But hey, Dave travels through time. Hello, my good man. How are you doing? Good God. Yeah. So, what what incredible. So, you guys. So, in any case, all this happens right. The night before is when I sold out of the combos. Hey, do you guys see that skull? The skull projection on the wall back there? I don't know. Can you make that out? It's pretty cool looking. Uh, I can see it. I think what I'm gonna have to do is hook up the better, the superior camera. This is it's the laptop camera. It just, I don't know. It's the images are kind of marginal on it, but oh, cool. Well, at least you can see it. Yeah. Okay. So I went to Dollar Tree, right? Or as I like to call it, idolatry. Get it? It's more like the $5 tree now. But no, I'm kidding. It's just it's the $1.25 tree or whatever the hell. But I went over there because I was in the shopping complex there, and I was like, hey, I got to check out their new Halloween stuff. It's one of those things. I always got to do that. It doesn't matter where I am every year. I think some of you guys do the same thing. Walmart puts up their stuff, Dollar Tree, Target, whatever place. So you got to check it out and see what new weird stuff they've come up with. And so this was $1.25, a little projector. You can see the light. I literally have it sitting on my bookshelf, and it projects the skull image, onto the wall. And there are a few other images too you can get. The machine only has the one image, so if you want more, you got to buy different little projectors. But for $1.25, are you kidding me? You know, it's here. Let's see. I haven't really tested it too much yet. I think it's pretty clear. I'm going to try to make it larger, and you guys tell me what you think. Okay. It does look pretty. That looks pretty clean right there. I think that's about the limit right there. So you're going to get about I don't know what that is, about a 20-inch diameter there, which is pretty good. But you can see for optimal, you want it about right there. So it's about a 14-inch diameter. You can bring it in and get it really crisp or much cleaner. But, so in any case, I thought that was totally cool. And I had to get it. And what the heck? It's got a little. There. The things that amuse me. Right? I tell you. Check this out too. They're going at Dollar Tree. The creeping skull. So they have these. They're doing skeleton themes, folks. Now at the Dollar Tree. Now check out this guy. Now It's kind of funny. I mean, it looks really cool. It's a spider skeleton. Of course, spiders don't have skeletons; they have exoskeletons. But it still, nevertheless, looks pretty cool. Of course, it's hollow, on the back. But I think that's pretty good. For $1.25, it's actually kind of groovy. And they have a rat, skeleton like this. He's like sitting up, and they also have a hanging bat skeleton, which is very similar to this. So and they may have something else too, but they're really going crazy with the skeleton stuff over there. But I was like $1.25. I'm gonna get this. Okay. Yeah, it does. It does have that. I mean, it does actually. I mean, these are things that they're $1.25. You could paint these and make them look really, really cool. I think I'm going to do that with this one because it's kind of like obviously the head and the antlers there are or feelers, whatever the hell they are, antennae. Who the hell knows? Uh, okay, those are not skeletal, so it seems to me like they should be painted. You drew a big skull on top of a spider. Now, I mean, was the spider alive at the time, Apex, or that could have been painful to the spider? I don't know, but as you can see, I would totally draw. I mean, obviously, I'd paint the bones like bones, maybe I don't know, maybe with kind of give the idea that there's still some like parts of like tarantula hair on them or something, that kind of thing. Make it look kind of gruesome. And but I'd paint the hell out of that face. He should have 8 eyes, obviously. I'm not quite sure, Margot. I'm not sure if this is glow in the dark or not. I have not. It doesn't say. It just says skeleton spider. Believe it or not, on the little thing there, it just says skeleton spider. Now it would be totally fantastic if it glowed in the dark, but I don't think so. I think what I have to do is get glow in the dark paint, and then kind of like make a lot of them glow in the dark. Kind of you know how those things are, highlight areas, and kind of make them uh, partially glow in the dark. I don't know. But then when the light comes on, he looks really cool painted. So in any case, yeah, sorry to bore you guys, but that that was my little the extent of my Dollar Tree shopping. I think it's pretty cool. You know, it is actually really pretty damn good looking. Well, in any case, so that's kind of what's going on, folks. It's kind of a glorious thing. Oh yeah, and also too, I cracked my tooth off last night. Uh, there you go. Literally, I was chomping on something like hard, and I didn't even. It was just like I continued to chew, and I realized I was like, what the hell is that? That's kind of hard as I was chewing it, and it turned out it was my tooth that had cracked off. Now, it's not. I'm not in pain, uh, because I'm heavily sedated right now. No, just kidding. I'm not. No, it doesn't really hurt that much. Although of course, I'm going to have it attended to definitely within the next few months. I don't know about where you guys are, but Jesus, it takes months to get an appointment with a dentist these days. It's insane. You can wait easily 3 months to get unless it's an emergency, obviously. And this isn't because it's really not bothering me that much. But now I can I could be like a pirate. Arr, mateys, I remember it well. It was off the coast of Florida. How about that? Did that work? Was that? I thought that was a fairly good performance of a pirate. Uh, you know, but okay. Well, that was apparently a failure. But in any case, I oh man, whew, it was Jesus. I don't know about you guys. It was 95 here yesterday. 95 freaking degrees. Thank you, Dave. Thanks, Dave, for noticing my fine thespian skills there. But and it did cool off today. It was only like 90 today, so that was kind of a bit of a break. And it's still September, man. It's September in Florida, North Florida. It's gonna be like fluctuating, but we're still not out of the heat yet, folks. Liberate Scotland from the lockdowns. Now, what happened, Apex? I thought the lockdowns were all over. Is there something I don't know? They, good God, are there? What? I still haven't been since lockdown. It's a bit of a. Margot, are you saying there's still like lockdown protocol in Scotland? I thought that everybody had kind of rescinded the dentist crisis. Yes, I gotcha. I gotcha. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's kind of it's a bit of a pain unless it's an emergency. It's just if it's just like a normal thing and you need something done. At this point, it's probably about 3 months. You're about 2 to 3 months out. You know, many people waiting to see a dentist. There you go. But I figured I'm going to take my pirate act onto off Broadway and make a little money before I go to the dentist. And do that. So that's kind of where that's at. But yeah, yeah, that's a bit of what's been happening. Over here. Oh yeah, I did get these. You guys may find these really cool. Got these in the mail. It was part of a campaign Kickstarter. You guys? I think you're familiar. Apex, you've heard of Asylum Comics before? Yeah, these things. They had this little offer, right, on their last campaign, and it was vintage pre-code horror comics postcards, right? You get 20 postcards, two of each design, right? So you got 10 different designs for a total of 20 postcards. And so I got them. I got them in the mail. I'll show you a couple of them. Keeping with the spider theme there. The nice one, Witch's Tales. Coincidentally enough, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And look at that spider. It's kind of almost like the one I just showed you. It's going in for the kill there. Um, this one of my absolute favorite Web of Evil covers right there. And let me take a look. They don't have him. They do not have him. This is, my friends, is Jack Cole. Jack Plastic Man Cole right there. Great Web of Evil cover. Right there. This is one of my favorite covers of all time. I have this as a screensaver. This is a Black Cat Mystery. I believe it's number 37, the original. And you'll see there, it's a woman. She's sleepwalking through a graveyard of the undead. and it's just one of the coolest freaking covers. You got to see the actual cover. This really doesn't do justice to it, but it's really great. It was drawn by the great Warren Kremer, who was the editor in chief over at Harvey at the time. And the guy was just a phenomenal artist as well. Now here's a classic. I love the skeletons menacing people covers, as you know, mysterious adventures. Okay, and like the skeletons are grabbing him, and the guy's saying, "No, let me go. You can't kill me. You're dead. You're dead." And then the skeletons are saying, "Yes, we're dead, mister." And no. Oh, I'm sorry. "Yes, we're dead, mister. And you killed us. It was a year ago tonight. You were driving drunk. Well, tonight we're driving, and you're going to die." So there you go. That's skeletons getting their little revenge right there. As you can see, that is such. It's just a hilarious cover. Uh, yeah, this is a great one. I've got this. I've got a replica or a facsimile comic of this, "The Dead Who Walk." It walk. It's actually the entire comic, whatever that is. I think 24 to 28 pages. The whole thing is this story, so it's rather involved. You didn't see these a lot with pre-code horror comics, that they would do one issue devoted to one story. But "The Dead Who Walk," it's pretty bizarre. It is a creepy freaking tale with a little bit, almost a little bit of a invasion of the body snatchers kind of thing going for it. But yeah, so there you go. And so it was, yeah, 20 postcards for $10. And the reproductions are really great. Oh yeah, so this is what a tobacco postcard looks like. So you can mail them to your friends or enemies. You know what I'm saying? There you go. And it's not bad. They give you the info over here, like "out of the night number one," blah blah blah. Pretty good. So I was rather pleased with that. Actually, these cards, yeah, I'm going to be sending these cards out. Actually, I slipped a few into Captain Strangelife's package this morning before I sent it out, because he bought my original art cover, folks. I mean, that's it's my little way of saying thank you, my good man. But so that's basically it, folks. I am glad you guys joined me, and I will. As I was saying before, I'm going to have a live show, and Apex. Hopefully you can be on it for a little bit, because what I'm doing on the live show Sunday at noon, which I believe, Margot, would be 5 p.m. your time. I'm going to do like kind of quasi Comicsgate Indiegogo campaigns. I'm going to be covering a ton of them. There will be some non Comicsgate, but for instance, like Alterna Comics. Now, you guys know Alterna Comics is they're not CG, but they're CG friendly, I guess you would call them. But there's about 14 or 15 that I've found at this point, so I will be covering them all. Be going through, playing some videos from their trailers and stuff, just to spread the word, because I think that's the key. The important thing is to, get the word out from the high end stuff, big money stuff, all the way down to the lower budget stuff. Everything from big money to small money projects. They must be advertised. We've got it. This is part of winning the culture war. and we got to do it. So that's what Sunday show, Sunday at noon EST, the Horror Mike Sunday Nooner live, and hopefully Sunday at 11 a.m. Central. That is correct. Apex Comics, you're absolutely correct. 11 a.m. So if you get a chance, Apex, I'd like to get you on the show to talk about your projects, Fembat, and so forth. Perhaps the upcoming projects. You're welcome, Margot. And you guys have a great weekend, and hopefully I will see you all Sunday noon EST. Thanks a lot.